Hi guys and welcome. You're joining me today for a sewing tutorial and it's going to be on this top that I'm wearing. I've just made this up this morning. I've wanted to do it for a while. Now I've done like wide sleeves. I've put a little black frill on the end of the sleeves and round the neck, and then it's got a curved hem. So you can just see there where the hem curves around. So this will be nice to wear when I'm going out, or if I'm going out in the day. If I'm going out with Jeannie, I will quite happily wear this with a smart pair of jeans and some boots, because we always go out for his lunch. So if you want to see how I've made this top, keep watching. So I've worked out on this fabric, because it's a velvet, I want the smoothness to be going down my top. So I've got my top facing that way where the fabric's going, because with velvet you've got a rough and a smooth. And I folded the fabric in half, fold the t-shirt in half, but where this t-shirt's a v-neck, I'm not going to have it a v-neck, I'm going to do it like a crew neck. So I'm going to just start by cutting this out first of all. Now this top is a little bit long, so I'm not going to allow the centimetre for the hem, I'm just going to cut it to the edge of the end just to make it a little bit shorter on me. Right, so this is the front, so I just want to get the width of that seam there, and then I'm going to start just cutting for the neck, and I'm just coming round with that, and then I'm going to try this. Yeah, I need to come a little bit lower than that. So let me just get them together and just come a bit lower from there. Yeah, that'll do me. So that's the front piece cut out. I've got the back laid again on the fabric, folded over, ready to cut round. That's the back piece. Just going to measure how long now I want the sleeve to be. So I'm going to take that right up to the top, and I'm going to take it just a little bit over. So that's a little bit of seam allowance there that I'm allowing for the overlocking stitch. I want it to be quite long, so I'm going to actually do that so it's coming with its 22 inch there. That's the length that I'm going for. So it's going to come past my wrist. Now I'm not putting any seam allowance on the hem there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this beautiful black lace on, and what I fold over the bottom, the lace here will give me that measurement back. Right, so I've got my sleeve top laid on the fabric, it's folded over again, and because I'm working with velvet, I'm making sure that the pile is going smooth going down the sleeve. Right, so 22 inches what I wanted the length to be. So I'm going to take that from the top there, just in a little bit over for that overlock stitch, and then I'm going to come down to the 22 inch, which is here, and I'm doing like a bit of a bell bottom sleeve. Right, okay, so I need to start shaping then around this. Just make sure that that looks like it does. this cut out. Right, so I haven't got any rust coloured cotton, so I am going to sew this in black, but you're not going to see it on the outside, because when I come to doing any top stitching with this, I will put whatever I've got nearest to it, but I know I haven't got any rust because I've used it. Anyway, so what I'm going to start off by doing is, on one of the top shoulders, I'm just going to start off by stitching this together. And you can see from that you're not going to see the stitching, you know, like the colour. Right, so what I'm going to do now then, I'm going to get this lace and I'm going to overlock this straight onto the neckline. Right, here we go. Right, so let me just get this. I'm going to put that right up to the edge there. Putting it a little bit over actually, so when I do that seam it'll be stitched in. And I'm not cutting anything off this, I'm just stitching right up to the edge. And I'm not stretching this because there is some stretch in it, I'm just letting it go through. And then what I will do is I will just top stitch that down so that just the frill is just showing. Right, so I need to get the other neckline now and stitch this together. Right, so what I'm going to do now then, I'm going to put the top of the sleeves, let me just get the centre of that and just clip where the centre is, so I know that that's the middle, and then this wants to come where the seam is on the top of the sleeve is. Let me just get a clip in the end. Right, let's get this first one done. Right, so I'm just going to put the trim on the bottom of the sleeve now. Check this nice and steady so that I don't cut off anything that I don't want cutting off. Right, so what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to overlock around the bottom of the front and the back pieces. Get that other one. Right, so where is my sleeve? Here. Right, so that needs stitching down, doesn't it? Right, so I'm going to get these ends together and I'm going to start stitching down the sides. Right, you know what, I'm going to start at the hem on this because it's a bit tricky with that one. Yeah, so that'll be good. Right, so I'm going to put this other sleeve in doing the same method as what I've just done on that one. You know, when I've been around and pressed all the edges round, what I did was actually clip the hem in place all the way around after I did it. So it's just been turned over about 1 centimetre, clipped up, ready to be stitched onto the machine. So I've just done that when I was on the ironing board. Right, so I'm going to start off first of all by just top stitching around these cuffs. I've just got a little bit of overlock in there that I'm just going to push down and get that stitched. Now I'm using a brown cotton for the top, which is the nearest colour I've got to this, but I've got black underneath, so the brown's not going to show on the black lace. And what I'm doing is, where the edge is here, I'm just lining that up with the inside of the foot there, so that's where it's going to run. So you can just see there, if I can get closer to you, you can just see there how it looks when it's been stitched. Now I've already done around the other cuff and I've done around the neckline, so they're all finished. So I'm going to get now the hem stitched down. Now I don't enjoy doing curved hems because you can get tucks in them, pleats in them, because it's a curved one, they're a bit trickier to do. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a different colour underneath because I'm stitching it the other way around. So let me just see what this colour looks like. It's not too bad, I'll use that one. Right, so whenever I've got any overlock thread like that, I'm always push it inside the hem. So I'll get my scissors and I push that inside the hem. And then I'm going to stitch, get a back tack there, and then set off round. And I'm stitching in the centre of the overlocking at this point, so that's my guideline. I'm going to go and press the hem to make sure it's flat, but that is, it's stitched on the hem, and then that's the inside. So I'm going to press the hem down on this because you can just see it's twisting there, so I'm just going to give that a press. But you can see there, guys, how I've got it pressed, and that the twists that were there have all come out. So you can see at that, guys, how the neckline is lying without my microphone on. So let me just pop that back on now, you can see that. So I took a simple t-shirt and remade it. I put different sleeves on and a different neckline, but I did keep the hem because I really like shaped hems on a t-shirt. I do want to do some baseball tops, but I just need to find my pattern out. But I'll film that and show you how I make those, because they are super easy to do and look so cool with just, you know, doing different fabrics on a baseball top, because you've got two fabrics, haven't you? So I hope you've enjoyed this make, guys. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.